Hi, me again. Are you tired of going on YouTube or anywhere online really and hoping that you will learn something new today? Hoping that you will read something inspiring, something that will help you to think or sort of help you with coming up with ideas, but you end up coming into the content that's AI slop. You hear same old regurgitated ideas, generic fast, generic words, monotonous voice, and stuff like that. And it's like, it's just tired. Like, it's exhausting. But not only that, it's not only AI content, but also the creators changing like hell. Have you noticed that? In the last year or two, it's not only the AI content that filled internet, but it's also creators who in the past maybe have spoken from intuition, like being here and now, being present, but also kind of talking from knowingness, talking what talking and expressing what you feel, what you think currently. Well, that used to be the past. Now people are talking for the algorithm. There's a bunch of titles that are hot. You go on YouTube or anywhere else, and it's like Mr. Beast or people who have made it big, and you see titles, and now even it's like everything is created by the help of AI. And I don't want to trash on it. AI can be used in a lot of significant ways. AI will help people to become famous, to get money, to create businesses, to make their life much better. People who are much younger than me will be more successful than me. Teenagers will be more successful than people who have lived for 50 years. They will make more money than people who have lived and worked hard for 50 years. Like, it's obvious. But, you have to be smart about how you use it. So, I don't want to trash on AI, but at the same time, it's like you go on the internet and you become exhausted really fast because you want to watch something, learn something, kind of be entertained, but you end up with the content that's just AI made. Same old stuff, same old regurgitated ideas. And it's like everywhere, really. I thought about even the last thing. I saw a company that publishes books in Lithuania, and right now they're training AI to write books. Of course, there's like an editor or someone who is assembling everything and making sure, like, oh, less typos, let's put everything together. But 99% of the content of the book is written by AI, and they're training it. But at the same time, it's like you see cover is created by AI, the author is non-existent. You would go look about it, and the description about the author, oh, it's a famous person, and they're such a pro in a certain sphere, whether it's spirituality or certain industry. They're well known, they're really good at it, and you look up zero information, can't find anything, non-existent name. Um, it's like just doesn't match. This doesn't make sense, but whatever. And you look at the content, and even content. Well, for those who are, let's say, into spirituality, esoterics, self improvement, anything in that sphere, these people are gonna encounter way more content created by AI because it's like no one's really watching the quality. It's not something you can put together and prove in many ways. It's not something that can be like um, currently. It's not being studied enough. It's not being uh, it doesn't have evidence and stuff to provide like substance to make it like sound more real or something more tangible for people. And in that sphere, now we have a bunch of people who say that they know a lot, whether it's gurus or teachers. Like in my previous video, I've talked about, being tired of people who just push something bad happened and they're like fear mongering and trying to profit from it. Like, you're getting tired, and I'm repeating myself. But at the same time, it's like this sphere where people are looking like they're tired of this world, they're tired of the negativity and the hardships, and they're looking for a way to get out, a way to escape these problems, a way to get better, a way to like live life without being part of the system that much and stuff. And and at the same time, the harder you try to escape it, the more you will encounter that same system, the more you will encounter that AI and monotonous life and stuff like that. It's like too much. So for me, you saw me taking basically almost a year break, basically not making videos, not being that active online and stuff, because like it's just like, too much, too much of that, and I was like tired. And it's not even that, like I mentioned previously, like I'm sorry for being all over the place. Like it's, I took a long break from making videos. I haven't been using my English that much, so right now I'm like feeling weird about it. Anyway, creators are changing like hell. It's not just the content on YouTube, it's creators and everywhere really. People I used to admire, people I used to look up to, people who I saw like, they know so much. They are amazing. They've gathered so much information and knowledge over the years, and now most of the content is AI, conversations with AI. And it's like same old stuff. Like you're not really coming up with anything new. You're not really learning that much. You're not really growing. It's just being stuck in that cycle. So that's one part. But just like while AI is really helping humanity in many ways, it's also for those who are not using their personal creativity, they're kind of getting stuck in this trap and becoming part of the algorithm, becoming part of body. So it's no more inspiration, no more creativity, but becoming more like a bot, more like an NPC, just telling what AI says. And it's like easy to tell. Like AI tries to oversimplify stuff. So you encounter certain videos and niches and niche and it's like, oh, stoicism and oh this, and it's like using hot words, using like generic spheres, generalities, talking about everything but nothing at the same time, not being too specific. Or you can like, well, they were gonna talk about people and relationships. So first thing, and they're like gonna bold out one thing, put an emoji on it, and then they're gonna describe that one word and like make it obvious and stuff. Like whatever. Like I've heard it so many times. So it's like books in the past. Think about Lord of the Rings or Dune or Isaac Asimov Foundation and stuff. It's like there's so many things where you can get inspiration, you can dive into those worlds, you can close your eyes and really get sucked into it. And now what you encounter online is just like a bunch of like masks and algorithms and stuff. Creators not using their creativity anymore, like that's one thing, but it's also like unmasking a lot of people. There's this massive change happening where you would say that we're becoming part of AI and being used by it, or there are tons of walk-ins because content creators are changing like hell. People who are using AI are changing like hell. And what I mean by that is like it's a complete change of personality, or complete change of their direction. But at the same time, I don't want to put everything on one thing. Like, oh, it's a walk-in, that's for sure. I know it all. No, possibly, possibly a walk-in, possibly being too much involved with the AI, possibly consciousness transference. But at the same time, it's unmasking a person. Even like a walk-in, or a different way to say it, it could be the death of an old personality and a person choosing to step into a new life. Like for me, the biggest change in my life is the birth of a baby. My whole day is no longer me, my life, my world, and stuff like that. It's the baby, baby everywhere. And I love him so much, and I see how much I'm changing. But I still feel me. It's not like all of a sudden the mask is off and I'm a completely new person. But I've seen tons of people online where they're sort of rebranding, like deleting all of their old videos and creating a new type of content, entirely new niche, entirely new sphere. It's like if that works for them, that's great. But at the same time, it's kind of like it's becoming nostalgic. That creativity, the openness, the ability to just walk in and that there's going to be so much to learn, so much new to find and encounter and just like enjoy. But now you go online and it's like 90% of it is same old stuff, creators sort of rereading repeating, regurgitating the content of AI, scripts written by AI. It's like, oh, I have an idea, and the AI will write to you a script, and then you're gonna learn it or read tons of stuff and just, hey, this is what AI wrote. Like, you can like clearly hear in the script. And for a lot of people, maybe that's good. But I've been making videos where I don't have a script. People don't have to be like me. I'm not a role model. I'm no one. But at the same time, I'm sharing my perspective like so many. And I just see how right now I think authenticity, being your real self, is the most important thing. Because as time passes by, as the AI becomes part of everyone's life more and more, I think it's so important to be yourself, to know who you are, to take off the masks, to stop pleasing people, to stop being part of the system, and use your creativity. Like, AI can be helpful, sure, but at the same time, I don't want to sink in that trap where you're learning, you're using AI, but at the same time becoming part of it, becoming part of someone else's regurgitated ideas. And I'm using similar words and phrasing, but you get me. You get me. It's like probably a lot of people are facing this issue, or maybe not. But it's like massive change in people. And I have very few close friends who know a lot about me, my life, and we used to talk like every week and stuff. And now it's like the contact with them kind of disappears, and you see them online and they're absolutely different. It's like tuned into a different part of themselves, change their name, change their personality, talks about a whole different thing. It's like, whoa, that's a massive change. I still love them, still care about them, but it's like kind of, you know how feeling old yet when you think about your childhood and how everything was so real and so present, and now it's like everything's different, and you're looking back at those days where, damn, kind of wish just go back and enjoy life at that moment, because right now it's like it's just really stall. Anyway, I should stop this video, but if you've noticed this, if you've noticed people changing, it's not just AI content, but also people being affected by AI and really changing their personality, changing what they talk about. If you've noticed that, feel free to share what content creators have changed. What are some of the things that are sort of standing out that's like a bit too much, a bit too annoying, maybe about AI, maybe about me, like what the hell, like here's your issue, shooter. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.